And your ears and your mouth and your nose, head and your shoulders, your knees and your toes. I dream of this moment, will it come true? The whole world, they know it, they just waiting for me and you. And she, just like I, got her head in the clouds. Don't need to be lower before it's all over. I promise we'll figure it out. I ain't coming down. Why would I need to? So much of this world is above us, baby. They might tell you that I went crazy, just trying to be true. I know we try, and the days they go by until we get home. There's water in the flowers, let's grow. People, they lie, but hey, so do I. Until it gets home, there's water in the flowers, let's grow.
locked in.
What's up?
I'm logged in.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, welcome. We're back. It's Sunday. We're streaming, getting back into it. We've been gone a couple weeks, but slowing down now and not too many busy weekends. So we're here. We're jumping right into it. We're keeping it low key a little bit. Sorry, buddy. So with the little cocktail, we're gonna keep it low key as well. We're jumping right into things. Like, why not? All right, we got our frozen glass. We're just going with a classic Kirin. Now, I did have. Let's do this. I did have the thought to like make it a little bit more fun. So we have a little bit of sake. We'll shake real quick. And then a little bit of Sprite as well, which I know sounds bizarre. But I promise this is popular somewhere. And normally, I think we've kind of done a riff on this on the stream before, but you would kind of do this as like a sake bomb or something like that, but we're gonna do it a little bit differently. I just don't feel like drinking vodka, you know what I mean? All right, so this is a Nigori, excuse me. This is the unfiltered kind of cloudy sake, so we'll do one of those. And then one of these. The beer was already open. We're using the beer in part of what we're doing tonight as well, so we already have that set aside. That's why it was open there. And then let's give this a little chopstick stir. All right, there we have it. Light, refreshing. Kieran's like super light. Like I love light beers. I know the Sprite sounds weird, but it goes well with the kind of bite of the sake. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Let's get into it. We got a lot going on tonight. So first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna try a dish I've never tried before or tried making. I don't think I've ever tried it taste-wise either. I've seen it a bunch of times. We're gonna stuff these squash blossoms. We're gonna make this really light, crispy. That's where the beer is coming in actually in the batter for this. And then we have this really, really interesting filling that I think is gonna go well. But we will kind of go from there. So that's the first dish. The second is going to be this potato gnocchi, and we have this mushroom cream sauce with this onion broth that has been going all day. The onion broth takes like 6 hours, so I've been doing that kind of in the morning here, and we'll kind of put the rest of that together. First, let's get these going. I really don't know what I'm doing on these. I'm hoping for the best. We're going to get the batter going, and then the shrimp head sauce, or I guess like condiment, that's going to go on top of these. We need to get going like right off the bat here. Just kind of trimming these up as I'm chatting with you. Yo, what's good, Pancho? Good to see you. Cheers as well. All right, so the thing that we're stuffing these squash blossoms with is this like shrimp farce. So this is cut up in basically ground shrimp, that I've deveined and de-shelled. And then we have all of the shells over here and the shrimp heads. So let's get these on some heat. Let's get some butter. Speaking of butter, we have a compound garlic and chive that we made the other weekend from Devin's family. They actually grew the chives or scallions in their garden, so that's always a cool little addition there. Alright, so this is just the shrimp heads. Let's actually go like this. Shrimp heads, their bodies, and some of that compound butter. We're gonna add some, I guess, aromatics or additions. And really, we're gonna just make this really kind of powerful base of a sauce. And then mix that with some mayo, and that's gonna be our shrimp head aioli here. That's gonna go drizzled on top of these like crispy, really light and puffy cherry, or I keep wanting to say cherry blossom, squash blossoms, excuse me. All right, so let's just get some aromatic things such as onion, garlic. Alright, I'm just going really rough on this, does not matter, it's just a flavor kind of piece. I'll go in the shrimp heads, or with the shrimp heads. Let's get this butter on the pan so it actually melts. And then let's get some garlic. We're just going to use the rest of this. Kind of chop some of the heads off, but the skin on is fine. Salt, pepper. All right, so that's cooking. Slowly sweating. Actually, I want to do celery. Just a little bit of celery. Like, I love the Mirepoix kind of base flavor that comes with that. Alright, squeeze of tomato paste. And then we have some ginger here. Alright, what else can we put in here? Lime. Let's do some zest. Lime zest. Sounds fun. Alright, honestly, already smelling great. Love to hear it. Love to see it. All right, we have this on high heat. We're just scorching it. We're just letting it kind of start to release its flavors. Then we're gonna obviously deglaze here. I like some of this sake to deglaze. That feels good to me. And then we'll do probably just stock. Where we at? All right, while this is kind of coming together, let's get our like shrimp farce is what I'm calling it. Shrimp mousseline is what you could also call it. So this is just our chopped up shrimp. This is our ginger and lime zest. This is just garlic. All right, this is an egg. I feel like it's too much, right? So I'm gonna get rid of some of the white. All right, I think that feels a little bit better. All right, and then we do have some, that's it, little salt, little MSG, little pepper. I do have flour here as well. I think that feels about right. And this is going to be our filling for the squash blossoms. All right, let those sit, flavors combine, do their thing for a minute. Oh, shrimpy down. All right, let's see what this guy's doing. It's looking great, it's hot, it's fragrant. Let's take some of this sake. Just a splash, nothing crazy. That's my stock. Alright, we need more liquid, obviously. Alright, once this comes up to a boil, we're just going to lid it or cap it. And then just let it like simmer in its own goodness there. Okay, so our shrimp farce looks great. The next thing we want to get going is our batter. So the batter is something that I think is uncommonly important in this piece. I don't know what I'm doing here. I've never made this. I am trying out a specific type of flour. We're using potato starch. It has this like very, very fine, like, you know those like Zen kind of sand contraptions that you see and they like press down and then do the design? It feels like that. It's just very, like, the most fine flour I've seen. It's crazy. And then we also have the Kirin beer. So the thought process here is with the batter, here, let's lid this, turn your heat down. With the batter, we're going really wet, not like this like dry kind of egg, dry and then breadcrumb. We're doing like a strict batter. I'm going with carbonated liquid to encourage these bubbles. I think that's gonna be something that turns out well and is honestly important. But we'll see how this ends up working out. So the flour is really light. The beer is gonna add that like bubbly kind of piece to it that we're looking for, hopefully. I have a little salt in here. And then I am going to pour the beer in. And try to whisk this in and sift. Anything to reduce clumps. Oh, you guys can't see anything. All right, this feels really, really thin. I think I need more actual flour. Where's my, here we go. Let's do another cup or half cup. And then just kind of see how we feel here. Alright, I think that feels a lot better. I don't know, it still feels really thin to me. Alright. Alright, let's see how this works. I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, we're gonna throw this in the fridge until we're ready. Alright, we're gonna keep this guy, let him keep on keeping on. We're gonna turn our back burner on. Back here, that is just our salted water for the gnocchi. We got a few other things to get going here, so let's get that all squared away. Alright, some of the other things we need to get ready are the actual gnocchi base here. What am I doing? Alright, so we need, oops, there we go. We need to rice our potatoes. have our potatoes already cooked. This is like what I've been doing all day. Making sure everything's prepped and ready. So we have potatoes already cooked. We'll get these in the ricer, and then we're gonna weigh them out here to zero out our scale. Okay. All right, so these are just your like basic yellow potatoes, not russet, but they're like, I think they're called like floury potatoes, being honest. 375, 1 hour, lightly salted, lightly oiled. One hour, easy enough, right? Like super, put it in there, forget about it. Set a timer, take them out. And then they've just been kind of sitting and now they're at room temp here. Just peeling these is gonna be easier. All right, let's see what this first amount comes out to. Okay, let's give it a taste. Wow. I mean, yeah. That's perfect. All right, let's strain this guy. Get him back on the heat, just reducing a little bit longer. All right, okay. Few things. So this guy we just strained, back on the heat, up a little bit, reducing. I want that to be a little bit thicker, and then we'll add that to a mayo based sauce and have that be our aioli. I'm honestly kind of excited about that. Okay, so we have this is gonna be the base of our gnocchi here. So a couple things we're gonna add: 2 egg yolks. We're gonna add flour, a little bit of salt here. Again, I'm gonna sift it in. We're gonna start and keep adding from there. But eventually we'll start to become this like nice pasta dough. I'm just like gently kneading it. I don't want to like, I guess overmix isn't the right word, but something along those lines. All right, feeling good about those. Let's let that sit for just a couple minutes. There's no real like need to let the gnocchi dough sit like other pasta doughs, but this one will be fine. And then we'll actually start filling these squash blossoms, get them started up and running. I think we're gonna actually have those first and like separately and see what they turn out or how they turn out, and then we'll kind of finish the gnocchi and all of that fun stuff here. So let's see what our sauce on this guy's looking like. Turn our heat up just to encourage the evaporation. I mean, I think it's really good. Do you want to try?
Yeah.
It's a little hot. And then we're gonna add a little bit of cayenne. I think that's gonna be it. All right, moment for cleaning. All right. Gnocchi's boiling. That guy's boiling. I like it. Let's switch these guys. Start bringing our fry oil up to heat. Cheers if you guys are partaking. Alright, gotta figure out the best way to stuff this guy.
Ziploc bag.
I think I'm Ziploc, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see how this goes. I don't know how I'm gonna stick this guy in there.
Do you need like a little, it's almost like you need a little toothpick or like a chopstick in there to like point the tip.
Point the tip. I think that looks okay. Let's get a little rack. All right, hopefully that one stays together. Alright, getting pretty good at these. I'm actually kind of excited. I've always wanted to make these or try these. One of my favorite restaurants, Lazy Bear, we talk about them a lot on here. They have a riff on this with morel mushrooms. So I'm hoping this works well as a replacement. Alright, we're turning this guy off, taking him off the heat. Should be good. Hopefully they stay together when we little batter dip and fry them here. What's good, Lauren? Good to see you. Okay. Feeling good about those. Another moment for cleaning. Alright, let's get some shit chopped. We got this like mushroom deal I'm about to make as well. Let's get him going. Two different types of mushrooms because they didn't have the one type of mushroom I was looking for. I wish we had chanterelles for this, but we're using oyster and shiitake. Whatever. Like, oh well. Alright, just super basic, rough, kind of julienne strips on these guys. And then we'll make our 2 piles here. Some of these bigger ones I'll blend up. I think that feels about right. Alright, let's get these guys going. And then we'll do the squash blossoms. Okay, this is our blend mix. So let's get, we're going in. So many thoughts. Alright, I love doing mushrooms dry without oil. I think that really helps suck the oil out, or suck the like excess water out, and they don't get all chewy. And then we'll add oil, and then we'll do the shallots. So they're just going in raw, baby. These ones we're actually going to use for plating and all that fun stuff. So, alright, where's our shallots at? What do I do with those? Over here. Alright. It'll chop on these. Doesn't entirely matter, because this is going to get blended in the end. Alright, let's do this guy too, actually. Alright, where did my butter go? All right. So we got our mushroom mix kind of going. I guess this will all make more sense at the end, I promise. Let's get our blossoms going. Man. Alright, I'm worried about this potato starch. I'm thinking we go another route here. We're still gonna use beer. I still think that makes sense. Where's my... Alright, 3/4 cup. Don't worry, we have another fine flour, chickpea flour. We're going with that guy. Alright, let's start with this. I think I need to add a little bit more flour just by my measurement. Do I feel like I'm all over the place? I kind of feel like I'm all over the place. All right. Alright, so far so good. Couple minutes on each side. We'll flip it here in a second. All right, we just deglazed our little mushroom sauce. We're gonna bring this up, let it reduce. We're gonna add cream. We're getting all the bits off the bottom. Looking good. These have been going maybe a minute or two. Consolidating mushrooms. All right, let's flip these guys. All right, while those finish up, someone remind me.
Yep.
We're doing mayo. And some of this shrimp head, like stock sauce. My God. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Really in love with that. Let's check on these guys. Let's flip them again. There's my squirt bottle. All right, put this guy in the fridge real quick. Freezer real quick. All right. Let's look at our
They told me don't make a promise you can't keep. All the drugs in your system, you can't sleep. How many times you had to buy a plan B for a girl you never went back home to meet your family, man? Man, I swear that's what I dream about. Ever since my mom told me.
All right, we got our little gnocchi puffs here. Just make sure they're rolled in flour and you'll be good. They don't stick to anything. All right, we're starting with that. I'm thinking each plate's gonna have like 10 or less. We got way more than 20 there. All right, let's plate these little shrimp deals and see how they turn out. All right, we're gonna dust it with a little bit of cayenne. All right, I'm hoping this looks okay. Of course. Turn to our one here. Let's do this guy. Yay! Alright, we need something else for the actual plate. Maybe like dust or like cayenne on the plate as well. I don't know. But we have our shrimp stuffed, not cherry blossom, squash blossom with a shrimp head aioli on top. Let's try it out. Super good. It needs more aioli. Super light on the outside. I almost wish it was crispier. You feel good crunch. I mean, it's hard to say no to that. That's honestly really good. You want to try one? It does need the kind of sauce. But not bad. I'd probably try to like flavor blast the shrimp inside a little bit more next time too.
What about before dunking it in the batter, doing like a flour and like cayenne like powder bath, and then the like a double dredge or something?
Yeah. I don't know. All in all, I'm into it. Rock Bob. Alright, I'm going crazy on these. Do you want another one?
I think I'm
Would make again. And I like the shrimp. It's like light, basic, or not basic, but like not overpowering in any which way, and add a lot of flavors to it. Like
cooks really well too. Really tender.
I'm into that one. All right, let's get some of these gnocchis going. Alright. Let's get some of this ready. Yeah, I'm making a mess in here. Alright, gnocchis are looking good. You obviously can't see that. Getting hot in here. Cheers everyone hanging out. I appreciate you all. This has been like a frantic stream. Second stream in the new place. Still getting used to everything. Also trying this new blossom dish for the first time. That was wild. Turned out great though. Okay. So we'll get this gnocchi wrapped up. These guys are all floating. Let's not waste time. Get these strained. Little pillows, looking how they're supposed to. Alright, these are just setting aside, cooling down for a second. Oh. feel like I've used every dish and pan and utensil in my kitchen today. Alright, turn back boy off. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do is get this mushroom sauce where it needs to be. Couple things here. So it has been, I guess, deglazed with some sherry wine that's gonna add this kind of brightness to it. Has the cream there, all of the salt, shallot, mushroom. It's all been soaking up and reducing into those mushrooms. We're gonna blend them like crazy, create this kind of like gel isn't the right word. I don't know what you'd call it, but it's gonna be this kind of like thicker cream. We're gonna squirt bottle it on right in between all of the fun little gnocchis here. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. So let's get them in the blender. Alright, the other thing that we're going to put in here is xanthan gum. Alright, it's just a binder. It's going to help the sauce kind of just make sure it stays together, sticks together. We're using the like smallest amount. And then we're going to blitz this guy. Let's get him going. We're gonna let that go for a minute here. So I just want it to be like blended, pure, as smooth as possible. And then we're gonna start toasting the gnocchi next. I'm just cleaning, putting a few things away. We dropped our mushrooms. Add a little salt. All right, let's add a little oil. Add our gnocchis. All right, let's give this guy a taste. Hard to imagine him not tasting good. Oh my god, wow. Okay, phenomenal. Next task is to try to get this in the squirt bottle. Doing alright. Could be doing better. Alright, obviously the color isn't great. Like, chanterelles are orange. So this would have been like kind of a more of an earthy orange looking sauce here, but of course we're working with what we got. I won't lie, that tastes phenomenal though. Okay, we're just letting this, let's wipe him off, rinse him off. Letting him sit room temperature. Let's take a look at these guys. Slightly toasted, need a little bit longer before we add butter and get them really kind of toasted and going here. Let's get a little cleanup. But otherwise looking good, looking good. All right, let's get a fat knob of butter on this guy. This is just gonna really encourage the kind of golden brown finish that we all are looking for. All right, let's start tasting our our onion broth, which is gonna be one of the finishers here. So, I haven't had a chance to talk about this one yet. At least I don't think so. We have 3 different types of onion on this. We have the caramelized onions. They take about like 20-30 minutes, really low and slow. And then we took the blowtorch on another bunch of onions, just like burnt the hell out of them. And then we had a bunch of raw onions in there as well. A little bit of thyme, bay leaf, salt, coriander, pepper. Let that just reduce for about 6 hours. Now we're actually reducing to the, I guess, like thickness we want and kind of seasoning. It's still, it's a little sweet from the caramelization, so a little bit of salt here I'm hoping is going to be the balancing factor. And then we're going to use a little bit of this xanthan gum as well, and a little sherry vinegar to really help with like the richness of this sauce. It is really, really rich. So let's get a little bit of vinegar in there. Start small and go from there. Starting to get nice and golden brown, just what we're looking for. Turn the heat down a bit. And then we can think about plating here. get home alright. Alright, let's try this. We're gonna touch more. This is just sherry vinegar. When you think about it, it makes sense. I know, like, off the bat, vinegar to your stock or sauce is like, what the fuck are you doing? But there's what? Salt, acid, fat, I guess sugar. And you really have like those two really play. Alright. Chive oil. I know it looks simple and basic, but I'm really excited for this one. It's gonna be like really, really refined. This like light, pillowy gnocchi, crispy mushrooms. This like light onion broth with onion oil over the top here. Forgot Parmesan. I had Parmesan. We do a little, you know, but that's what we had. We had the blossom as well. Don't forget it. Like that turned out so phenomenal. We're gonna be riffing on that again as well soon. But I appreciate you guys all coming to hang out. We got a lot done. Felt frantic. Felt all over the place. Felt like I was just getting it going. So I appreciate you guys hanging out all the way through. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your Sunday.